So imagine being able to learn any skill that you want to faster than you could have ever done it before. Now, I know that probably seems impossible, that probably seems like a far off thing, but with this new technology that we have being developed, we're gonna be able to learn skills faster than we could have ever done it before. And it's always been something that I've been interested in. So when this new stuff came out, I kind of just put my focus on how I can use it to build skills in my life. So in this video, I just want to share with y'all 3 ways that you're going to be able to use ChatGPT to develop any skill that you want faster. So the first way that you're going to be able to use this is by using ChatGPT to get the resources that you need to build these skills. So when you're first trying to build skills, it's a little bit difficult because you don't really know the resources that you need to build these skills. Like recently, when I was trying to find out how to build skills, which is why this video is created, I was kind of at a loss because I was searching on Google, I was searching on YouTube to try to find out how to build skills better, but the resources that they would recommend just weren't exactly what I was looking for. So when this new stuff with ChatGPT came out, I decided to just ask it to see what it would give me. So I asked it very specific questions on how I could build skills, and it popped out very specific books on how I could build skills faster. One of the ones was The Talent Code, and then another one was The Inner Game of Tennis. And those are 2 books that after reading them, they just fit perfectly with what I was trying to find. And it just blew my mind because I have no idea how I did not know about these books and how I was not able to find them with the diving that I was already doing. So if you have anything that you want to build, if you have skills that you want to build, just ask ChatGPT, what are some resources I might need to build this skill? And all of a sudden, you're going to have a plethora of things that can help you build that skill faster. So the second way that you can build skills with ChatGPT is to use it to help you apply all this stuff that you're learning from these resources that you just recently got. So now that you have these resources that you're kind of taking knowledge from, you're kind of taking a whole bunch of stuff, you have to be able to apply that stuff to actually learn from it. So that step is usually the hard part because we have a little bit of a hard time applying a lot of this stuff and applying all that knowledge that we're getting from these resources. So what I did with these books is I now had these books where I was learning a whole bunch of stuff. Well, what I did is ask ChatGPT, how can I apply it to what I'm doing right now? So what I was basically doing was trying to develop my talking on camera skill, but I was a little bit at a loss of how to actually practice it. So that's why I was diving into these books to try to find that. And in the books, it gave like these great recommendations. It talked about practice and how high performers do it. So all I had to do was ask ChatGPT, how can I apply this to my practice sessions? How can I apply this to my life? And then all of a sudden it popped up this perfect recommendation for an entire practice session that I could do. And I was just blown away by that because it went from just kind of scattered around. I was pulling little parts and pieces from this book, but I didn't really have the actual thing that I wanted to apply from it. And then all of a sudden it gave me a whole breakdown of every 5 minutes of this practice session. And I was just absolutely amazed by that. So whatever resources that you've been picking up, ask ChatGPT how you can apply it, or just actively think about it yourself, how you can apply that to whatever skill you're trying to build. And then you'll be able to just work through it with ChatGPT. So the last thing that you could do is use ChatGPT as a mentor for yourself building these skills. So a lot of the times getting a mentor or getting somebody that knows a lot about what we're trying to build is very, very difficult. If you do not have the money, if you do not have the resources, then you're just not going to be able to get a mentor who knows what they're talking about. So to be able to have somebody by your side who you can ask any question and you can ask as many questions as you want about whatever you're trying to learn, is just such an asset. And that's basically what ChatGPT is. So ChatGPT is basically an expert in any single subject that you need it to know. So while you're going through your practice session or while you're going through trying to learn something, if you come across a place where you need to ask a question or you just don't know where to go next, just go to ChatGPT and start asking it a whole bunch of questions. And even if your questions are stupid, even if your questions aren't great, it kind of just helps you work through what you're trying to actually ask, or until it pops out the ultimate answer that you were looking for that whole time. So while you're trying to build these skills, just treat it as a mentor who is there to help you through any obstacle that you might have. While I've been practicing talking on camera, I've literally been talking it through with ChatGPT, and it's been giving me recommendations on what I need to fix, what I can improve on, and some things that I could have just never seen before that I would have never realized without this help. So these are just 3 ways that you're gonna be able to improve at any skill you want a lot faster with ChatGPT. And this is just the basis for how you can use it. Don't let this be this limiting thing that you can only use these 3 ways. There's gonna be a whole bunch of different ways that are gonna be developed, and I can't wait to see what you guys are gonna do with it. So let me know what you're developing and let me know how well it's going for you, because I wanna see how fast your skills are gonna develop. But of course, this kind of goes along with how to improve on YouTube faster. So if you wanna know how to do that, then go ahead and click on this video right here.